More now on the war in Ukraine and the impact it's having on farmers and food around the world. The American government has approved a $40 billion aid package for Ukraine, and $500 million in that package includes getting wheat farmers here in the United States to increase production to help Ukraine, which can't export its wheat now because of the war. The thing is, American wheat farmers say they're struggling to keep up with typical production, let alone plan enough to help other countries. And joining me this morning, Kansas wheat farmer Clay Schemm. He also serves as president of his local farm bureau. And Mr. Schemm, I had time on my move from Phoenix to Chicago to drive all the way through Kansas, from Liberal to Kansas City. And what I saw, it was hot and dry. So what is the weather doing to your wheat production out there?
You know, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. Predominantly in our state, kind of especially in the southwest areas, we've had extremely hot and dry temperatures, and with the wind just coming through and really increasing the loss of moisture, we've been seeing a lot of struggle to get the yield production that we would see on a typical year, and trying to maintain that production, especially as we start facing food shortages around the world. We're doing the best that we can out here, but trying to keep up with it when the yields aren't there does make for a struggle. I know farmers are doing their best to respond to this food shortage, but with the life cycle of wheat, it's just hard for a lot of people to respond on and turn around on a dime and change up those cropping practices.
And so the weather's not helping you out, but also there are some other global economic factors that are impacting you. It's just more expensive to grow wheat now, isn't it?
Very much so. We've seen a very large increase in the price for fertilizer that we're going out there with. Part of that has been an effect from the coronavirus pandemic, but also effects from not getting phosphate fertilizers from Russia and going in on top of wheat, which really does like its phosphates. It's hard to get those yields there when you're starting to see more and more cost being associated with it. We'll typically spend anywhere from $300,000 to $350,000 on fertilizer on our farm. And just in this year alone, we saw a $67,000 increase on the price of fertilizer that we're having to put out there.
Now, again, it's a $40 billion aid package, and in this plan, there's $500 million for folks like you to grow more wheat. But it sounds like nobody talked to you about it. Is the American taxpayer going to get any use out of this $500 million that is going to folks like you, or would go to folks like you, to help out with this international grain crisis?
I think it's going to be a bit of a stretch on that. The marketing assistance loans, which was part of that package, they adjusted rates on that, and definitely foresee that as a good change right there. But for them to really shift the needle on wheat production, what they need to do is they need to have policies that are more targeted to large wheat producing states going up through the Great Plains and then the Pacific Northwest. No offense to any of my eastern states, just the overall amount of bushels that those states produce is not at the level that we produce out here. And with those double cropping incentives, we just can't do that in the dry area that I'm in.
You just don't have the weather and the ability right now with the prices of things to double crop. Explain very quickly now, we got less than a minute, but if you can explain what double cropping is and why you can't do it, then that will explain why you can't grow enough wheat.
So part of double cropping is going to be going in after you've harvested a crop and trying to get another crop off of it in the same year. Typically, soybeans and wheat are a fairly common one that people will do. And to give people a quick idea, you need 20 inches of rain to grow a wheat crop, and you'll need around that to grow a soybean crop. And my area averages between 16 and 18 inches of rain a year. So growing two crops off of that amount of rainfall just isn't possible for a large portion of where I grow.
All right, that is Clay Schemm up in northwest Kansas. He's the wheat king. Clay, thank you very much for your time.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.